Hello everyone! Before you start spending your hard-earned Primogems on the current banners, you need to see this because version 6.4 is shaping up to be one of the most controversial updates we've seen in a long time. The numbers are out, and while the total pull count looks great on paper, there is a massive catch that is going to change how you play the game for the next 6 weeks. But first, let's announce the winner of the previous video. The winner is Tokino Bankai. Congratulations! I hope the Welkin Moon helps and that you win the 50-50 with VARKA. Remember, there's a Welkin Moon giveaway in every video. To participate, you just need to leave a comment with your UID, server, and your LD shop ID. If you haven't registered on the site yet, you can do it using my link in the description to get your ID. As for our monthly giveaway, just a reminder that we are now doing 2 packs of 3,280 Genesis crystals instead of the single large one. That way we get more winners. This monthly giveaway is specifically for those who register with my link and make any purchase. Even just a single Welkin Moon counts to get you in. It's also the perfect chance to use that double bonus reset if you haven't yet. Now, let's get into the video. Want to get more out of your Genshin top-ups? You need to check out LD Shop. It's a platform developed by the LD Player Group where you can save up to 30% compared to in-game prices. It's 100% safe and reliable. All you need is your UID and server. No passwords required. Plus, if you register using my link, you'll get 2 exclusive coupons, 15% and 5% off. You can save up to $30. Check this out. The standard $100 pack is only $73 here, and you can even grab the Welkin for under $4. The double bonus reset works here too, so you'll get double crystals on your first top-up. And get this, if you spend over $80 in a month, you can claim a free Welkin Moon on their homepage. The process is instant. Pick your pack, enter your UID, and see the crystals hit your account in seconds. Stop overpaying for your pulls. Click the link in the description or pinned comment and start saving today. We are officially heading into version 6.4, and there is a lot to talk about. We finally have the full breakdown of every single Primogem and Fate you can earn during this period. On one hand, the rewards look solid. We are looking at over 8,700 Primogems and a total of 64 pulls for completely free-to-play players. But on the other hand, there is some news regarding the map and the story that has left the community feeling a bit frustrated. Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to claim every single one of these rewards, from the maintenance compensation to the hidden event gems, while also explaining why this patch feels so different from the ones before it. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how many pulls you'll have for your favorite characters and whether this dry patch is actually as bad as people are saying. Let's address the elephant in the room first, because I know a lot of you were looking forward to a massive expansion. The bad news isn't just a clickbait title, it's something that is going to affect your exploration and your offering systems. For months, we've been hearing rumors about Dornman Port. We've seen the concept art, we've seen the leaks, and if you look at the map in version 6.4, you can actually see the area. It's right there. But here's the problem, you can't go there. Dornman Port is currently covered in a thick, permanent fog. If you try to sail or glide into that area, the game will literally turn you back. This means we are getting a new map area that is technically inaccessible. Because there is no new map to explore, that means there are no new chests and no new puzzles to collect. To make matters even tougher, we are not getting a new Archon quest. Usually the Archon quests are the highlight of a patch, giving us a huge chunk of Primogems and that feeling of progression. In 6.4, the main story is taking a back seat. We are essentially in a waiting room patch. This creates a huge challenge for players who rely on exploration and questing to build up their savings. When the map is locked and the story is on hold, where do the gems actually come from? It feels like the game is slowing down, but as you're about to see, the developers are shifting those rewards into other areas to keep the economy balanced. Since we can't rely on the map or the Archon quest, we have to be very precise about where we pick up our currency. The very first thing you're going to see when you log in after the 6.4 update is a beautiful 600 Primogems sitting in your mailbox. This is the standard maintenance compensation and bug fix reward. It's the easiest 600 gems you'll ever get, but remember to claim them within 30 days or they'll vanish forever. Think of this as your starting seed for the version. Once you've cleared your mail, we move into the daily grind. Version 6.4 is expected to follow the standard 42-day cycle. If you do your daily commissions every single day, which, let's be honest, only takes about 5 minutes now, with the encounter point system, you will earn 2,520 Primogems. This is the backbone of your F2P savings. It's not flashy, but it's consistent. Now, let's look at the permanent content section, because this is where the 6.4 rewards are actually hiding. Since there's no map exploration, the game is leaning heavily on the combat modes. We are getting 2 full resets of the Imaginarium Theater. This is huge. If you can clear the higher difficulties, that's a massive 2,000 Primogems right there. If you've been neglecting your horizontal roster and haven't leveled up a variety of elements, 6.4 is the time to do it. You cannot afford to miss out on these 2,000 gems when there are no chests to find in the world. We also have 1 reset of the Spiral Abyss, which gives us 800 Primogems. Between the Theater and the Abyss, that's 2,800 gems just from the endgame combat modes. If you're a newer player or someone who finds these modes difficult, you might feel a bit of pressure here. The bad news of the missing map means the rewards have shifted from casual exploration to endgame combat. You'll also want to keep an eye out for the Stygian Onslaught reset, which adds another 450 Primogems to the pile. Wait, there's more. Because the 6.4 update spans across late February, March, and early April, we are actually getting 2 resets of the Paimon Bargain shop. This is where the 64 pulls number starts to make sense. Each month, you can buy 5 intertwined fates and 5 acquaint fates using your Stardust. Across 2 resets, that's 10 pink pulls and 10 blue pulls. If you're F2P, these are the most valuable items in the shop. Do not spend your Stardust on monster materials or Mora until you have secured those 10 pink fates for your limited character fund. Now we get to the part everyone cares about, the events. Even though the map is foggy and the Archon is busy elsewhere, the events in 6.4 are generous. The main event is the big winner here, offering approximately 760 Primogems. Following the main event, we have 2 smaller side events, each giving out 420 Primogems. When you add everything up, the math starts to look very interesting. For a completely free-to-play player, the total comes out to 8,735 Primogems. When you convert those into pulls and add the fates from the Paimon shop, you land on 64 limited pulls and 10 standard pulls. But here is the pro tip for those of you who aren't strictly F2P. If you are a Welkin Moon player, your total jumps significantly. The Welkin Moon gives you a total of 3,780 Primogems throughout a 42-day patch. You'll be looking at 12,515 Primogems and a total of 88 limited pulls. And if you're a Battle Pass plus Welkin player, you're hitting 13,195 Primogems, which equals about 96 pulls. That is more than enough to guarantee a 5-star character, even if you have the worst luck in the world and go all the way to hard pity. So is 6.4 actually a bad patch? If you enjoy the story and exploration, yes, it's going to feel so empty. The lack of Dornman Port is a huge letdown for the lore hunters. But if you are someone who is saving for a massive character coming in 6.5 or beyond, this patch is a goldmine. You are getting 64 pulls for doing almost no exploration. Usually, to get 64 pulls, you have to spend hours hunting down every single chest and oculi on a new map. In 6.4, the game is basically handing you those pulls through events and combat resets. It's a low-effort, high-reward patch for your Primogem wallet. Let's do a quick recap of the other sources so you don't miss a single one. We have the 6.5 livestream codes, which will give you 300 Primogems. We have the character test runs, which give you about 80 gems. There are also about 310 Primogems coming from various other sources like web events, daily check-ins on Hoyo Lab, and small achievements that might be added with the new boss or event challenges. Even the small 5 Primogems from achievements add up when you're trying to hit that 90 pull pity. The real key to 6.4 is the first half versus second half split. In the first half of the patch alone, F2P players can expect to get around 40 pulls. This is because the maintenance rewards, the first Paimon shop reset, and the main event usually happen right at the start. If you're pulling for a character on the first banner, you'll have a healthy chunk of change ready to go on day 1. So, here's the bottom line for version 6.4. It's a bit of a weird one. We have the bad news that the map is technically there but locked behind fog, and there's no Archon quest to push the narrative forward. This makes the world feel a bit stagnant for a few weeks. However, the good news is that the reward economy is still very much alive. With 8,735 Primogems and 64 total pulls for F2P players, you're actually getting a very decent amount of currency for a patch that doesn't have a new region. The focus has shifted. Instead of running around the woods looking for chests, you'll be spending your time in the Imaginarium Theater and the Spiral Abyss. You'll be participating in the 3 main events and making sure you log in for those 2 Paimon shop resets. It's a patch for the savers and the combat enthusiasts. If you play your cards right and complete every task I've mentioned, you'll walk out of version 6.4 with a massive pile of gems ready for whatever comes next. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe for more. Also, don't forget to leave your UID, server, and LD shop ID to enter the giveaway. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.